revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break. 55. Hey, Haywood. Go. 55. 55.
On first down, it's Darnold. And Thomas has it. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks and running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bush. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Darnold on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A gain of 6 yards, and it's 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Darnold to throw again. He gets this to Alizé Mack, the Notre Dame product. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Here we go, set. 60 outlaw. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Hey, here we go. 59's mark. 59's mark. Just did it.
From the 36, Darnold. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Got it. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Look at me. Zipper. Hey, you
Darnold from the red zone now. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Matt Ioannidis. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Darnold. And now he'll tuck it and run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. Darnold from the gun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
2 for 1. 2 for 1.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Hey, lift.
First carry for Raquel Armstead. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
Like 20. 51. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, kill. Check 3.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Watch the safety creep. Check 37. Check 37.
Throwing on third. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Tyler Ervin back deep. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Darnold. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one good for 26 and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He's got daylight. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. 5. Touchdown. New Orleans. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge, and you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
He's checking.
Out of the gun. Goff. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Goff now looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Tonight, 120.
I got you. I got you.
Hey, 76. 76.
Throwing again is Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
You go, 76. 76.
Goff throwing again. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Goff now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. From the red zone now, Goff. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
You draw corporate. Squeeze.
They'll start on the ground with Bush. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Easy one. It's easy one. It's coming together.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, check. 3 down. Mike 4.
From the gun, here's Goff. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Watch the edge.
On 2nd down, Armstead. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
180. Give me that ball, defense.
Here's Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, 95 catches for him now on the year, and it's a 1st down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Second down and 10, Darnold. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To throw is Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Bush. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Let's go. Shoot.
Throwing again is Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bush. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On the ready. Protein spill.
You get block me. You get block me.
Hey, team six. Team six. Yeah.
59 mark. 59 mark.
Looking to throw on second down. Darnold. This one caught by his tight end, Mack.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's the seventh play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He completes this one to Mack. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now it's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Goff now to throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Goff now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
We're good.
Goff. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, Goff. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Marcos tonight. Right 20. Let's go. Here we go. 76. 76. What's up?
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Check 52. Heavy weapon. Under 10. Hey, Sam off. Now.
They'll run on first down. Push. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but now it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold, escaping the pressure right. He can run. Darnold, he lost the football. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Check 55. Come on.
6-6, pull it high. Switch. Defense.
On first down, it's Bush. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Darnold down to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Logan. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
Let's go now.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. On the run, it's Bush. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Fair.
They'll go again with Bush. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended receiver there, Tyler Irvin, and that'll bring up second down.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Five. Ready?
On second and 10, Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bush. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a third down.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. I got you.
From the 50, it's Darnold. This will be caught. It's Mack, the tight end. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Thomas has got it, complete. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
First down.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Again, Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, orbit.
Darnold to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line.
1st down, Saints.
Down. 30 base. 2-jet bomber. 2-jet bomber.
They'll run on 1st down. Bush. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. And what are you fighting for the end zone? He lost the football. It's out.
The offense retains possession.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Watch the pass.
Darnold from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Lutz's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Tiger.
They'll give it back to Armstead. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Goff now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check 6 guys. Hell, you won.
Going with Armstead, a 1st down carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Falcons. Laquell Armstead with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Falcons push further out in front. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The throw over the middle, taken in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Here I come. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
A run here with Armstead. And he's got Rome. Trotting. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Ito Smith, his first carry, and here he'll get it down to the 7. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Check 4.
Check. 11. Check 11.
This is Armstead on the carry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though.
5 down. Stand up in. Key 26.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 25 yards out. Badgley able to knock this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. 1-possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though